Oh, bloody. Gonna go a bit off-road, go through to Oscar Beaver and hopefully backbound waterboard. See how it goes. I'm gonna have to sort out the rattling. The rattling is being caused by the battery box, which has a lid on it. Shut it. I put some closed cell foam in it, and I thought, you know, that'll be alright for the battery, but a little bit more closed cell foam I feel around the battery would be good. So far the only bolts I've tightened are the ones holding the battery box and the water bottle kits on. Oh, and the front derailleur. All the bolts are looking good, but we haven't graded on that car. It's about, I think, 72 or so I saw them on the odometer. It has been raining really heavily. I'm going to set the stop and see if I can poke that in a bit more, stop it rattling quite so much. That's annoying. Okay. Right. Well, that's better. The bike seems to be dealing with all the bumps really well. It's the camera equipment. I will be interested to see how well the microphone holds up, because that's going to be a real challenge. I need to get some sensible audio, because it is no fun listening to wind noise. That's horrible. As you can see, it's a bit soggy still. Right, I think this goes on for, maybe 2 kilometres or so, at least, until after Wiesel, so I'd turn you off again. I'll go tighten that. Of course, I turn it on and go clunk. I got bored and the path got a little bit bumpy. I thought I'd turn it on, so look, it's really bumpy, it's still fine. Oh, I noticed another thing, these little mirrors, the internals of the mirror start vibrating as well when you're going over rough ground, so I have to maybe look at another solution for that, but I'm really glad you can see behind. It makes everything so much easier. Don't think I'm going very fast though. I think I'm maybe doing like a comfortable, 8. Comfortable jogging speed. Okay. I realised I knew that I'd connected the battery box with some butterfly nuts, and it was just rattling all over the place, so I just stopped and tightened those up, and hopefully it'll be a bit quieter now. Oh, and it's just started to rain. Hooray! Oh. Okay, it didn't help much. I think it's the actual mount that needs tightening up. So, squeaks for the whole video. Hooray! Never mind. Yeah, it is the mount. And interestingly, it's one of the few bolts on here that isn't held with a plastic washer. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's gone loose. There's 2 types of nuts. There are the saw cross-cut nuts, they're T-nuts, and they bite into the aluminium, and they hold basically forever unless you move something and then bite it in a similar position, and then they don't. And then there are flat T-nuts which slide along the groove reasonably easily, and they're only being held in place by the friction between the surface of the top of the nut, the bit nearest the groove, and the internal outer sort of face of the groove. So if you imagine there's the groove. Oops, change gear. And inside there is a top surface internally, and yeah, if you don't tighten it up on that. But the other quick and nasty way is the screw that goes into the nut a little bit too long, and then the screw bites its way into the metal of the tube, because it can only take a certain length of screw, and then it starts biting its way in. And that works as well, but that kind of mucks up the profile a bit. We've got the correct length of screw. I'll try that out, but it's not really recommended. So that's all I have to say about mounts at the moment. And what I really ought to do is just go as fast as I can along here, but then I'll get tired. Like I said, I'm not very good yet. I think when I do finally get the Hero 2, I'm going to have to extend this boom a tiny little bit so it's actually adjacent to my shoulder rather than slightly behind my shoulder. So I can just sort of turn my head a little bit and my face will be basically at the microphone. And that actually gives some pretty good audio. And I will help tighten up the mount so I can talk and it not go rattle the whole time, because it's about 2 centimeters away from my ear as well. I'm sorry, Keith. Find a nice quiet area and then some idiot with a bike comes along. Okay, so that gets me down to DP. To get me across the blockers. Hum. I think at the moment 13 kilometers an hour is my limit. I'm not sure whether that's the bike or me. I suspect it's a bit of both. There's been a lot of rain. I think wrong gear. Yeah, okay. Still wrong gear. Come on. Okay, mental note, I definitely need to do the gears if I'm taking this thing. This is, oh, it's not uphill, and the gimbal's probably keeping it all nice and flat, but this is bumpy and muddy. Oh, there's some more right up ahead. I don't know if the camera can get it. Oh, it's slicky. Go on, we can do this. Come on. I'm glad I've got a mountain bike tyre at the back. I think this will be much harder to get it out. As you can see, I've got. Come on. But well, I'm hoping this goes somewhere because I've got a lot of pedalling back if it doesn't. I think it goes to Shearers. I don't think anyone can deny gravel bike credentials for this thing. Oh, I could do it in a lower gear though. Oh god. That's not the bike's fault necessarily, the operator not being very fit. But I can push as hard as I can against the seat, and that's kind of useful. Oh, hey, I've got some more gears. Let's go for some more gears. Right. I got water, so I could have brought some to eat, but never mind. Oh crap, these. There you go. I'm actually quite tired. It is possible to mountain bike this or gravel bike this, but it is harder than two wheels. I might have to stop in a second and have a quick look at the mobile just to see. Not much wind, but a couple not turning. 3, 4, 3, 4. 4 not turning. I get some money. That's pretty good. But this is pretty over here as well. I can't be honest with the camera. Yeah, well, I would have definitely been in battle store a lot quicker than going this way. Oh. I lost something. I think it's a bracket again. Oh, right, okay. Hang on, I'll stop. I'll fit the bracket. No. Bracket came off. Well, of course, this is the interesting bit. Will I get stuck in the water? Oh, see ya. Crap. I'm going to dry off and then I'll come back. So I fear this is where the path ends. I can't get through that. It's way too deep. Got a bit wet. So turn around, head back for the road. Not bad though. It was alright. If it hadn't been so rainy, I think we'd have made it. So my bottom got a bit wet, and my feet got a bit wet, and that wasn't really good. Because my feet are really cold there. But wiggle my toes, it's not too cold, it's maybe 10 degrees. That bracket came off and there's a little nut that's rattling around the profile. Note to self, despite having confidence in the bike, still think a set of Allen keys on board just to sort stuff out if anything goes really wrong. Anyway, we get to see all the mud and stuff in the opposite direction. That is annoying because Google Maps said this was a route. At some point you have to cut your losses. And at the point when you go through, you're wading half-metre water. It's the point where you cut your losses. Come on. This is somewhere you would not get in a car. You get there in a 4x4, no problem. So I can see why it goes through mud and stuff well. Oh, which way do I go on this one? Oh, I can't even see my tracks. Yeah, let's go through the middle. Yeah, there you go. Earn it. Okay, so, oh crap, come on. Off the hill. Oh, no. There's a rear wheel drive in mud. Stuck. Okay, got stuck. I didn't see you. That's the first time though. Half on, half-metre high water. Oh, for goodness sake, stupid gears. Stupid gears. It just needs to stay in low gear. It doesn't want to be in low gear. Oh, no. Ah, crap. Don't do camera and to be fair, it is a track, so that's why I feel I'm okay. I think now this is loose. Alright, okay. I think we'll sign up on the GoPro for today then. And yeah. So I thought I would get home, but it doesn't look like I am. This tube has come off its bolt there and it keeps trying to climb up onto the sprocket. It's lost basically all of its bolts all the way up. As you can see here, it's been quite badly damaged there. And the thing was pedaling for a long time without this wheel here, which has snapped off. This is grating along here, along there, and this is now come apart. And I did do about as rough as I could possibly do, and I was really pushing it. But that's why you prototype, that's why you test. Most of the rest of it seems to be okay. My wife is rescuing me. We're not going to get any further. I might be able to get a bit further if I fix this, but I need the tools. I haven't got any tools on me, so it's a bit silly, but what are you going to do? That was fun though. Went through the mud really well till stuff started breaking, and I'm happy with this as well. The steering geometry is still rock solid. This is not good. You're getting water collecting in there, but I did have a think about having a little cap that goes over the bolt there. I think that's worth doing. And same one here. Yeah, well, sit tight and wait to be rescued.